Welcome back to Be Quick Reviews. Ha,
Yeah.
just kidding.
Ha, gotcha.
We're not
But
gonna.
don't shut it off. Just
Yeah,
wait.
don't
Wait, wait,
yeah.
wait, wait,
Yeah,
wait, wait.
because we're gonna do something amazing here.
We are.
We are. We are going to do a top 10 list. It's
Yes.
the Liam Neeson top 10 list.
Liam Neeson
Not
top 10 list.
not top 10 Liam Neeson films, but
No,
Liam Neeson
no.
loves lists.
Yeah, he does.
He does.
Yeah,
He does.
he
So
does,
we're
he does.
doing Liam Neeson's top 10 list of horror movies that should be remade.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Dead but not dead. He came home. You like scary movies?
That's right.
In our opinion.
In our opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, which technically is correct because there are opinions.
Yes.
But nonetheless.
So anyway, like
yes.
always when we do these top 10 lists, Craig doesn't know my top 10 and I do not know his top 10.
That's
so
right.
if we get the same movie, then like if you start and you're like, "Oh, here's my number 10." I'm going to be like, "Oh shit, if I have my number 2,
okay.
If my number 2 is, I'll be like, "Okay, that's my number 2."
Yeah.
So
okay.
then we'll just okay, sounds good.
So,
right. I like it.
Before we get started, our first top 10 list, I expected some of the same.
Yeah, and we didn't have any, did we?
On the first one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We did.
Yeah,
we did.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
did.
On
we
the
did.
first one we did.
Yeah, I'm brain
This
dead.
one, however, I'm not sure. Part of me wants to say there's got to be.
Yeah, there has to be because we like the same films from different time periods.
Yes.
Like from the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. But I don't even know what my oldest film is on my list.
Oh,
I think it's my number 10 actually. But
nice. Mine is probably, I'm going to guess that your oldest is probably older than my oldest. That's my guess. We'll see. We'll see. Do you want to start?
No, you start.
Me start. Okay. All right.
Start.
So I don't necessarily have these in a specific order per se.
Me neither.
But
really.
They are definitely placed more towards the bottom or the top, if that makes sense.
Right. So like my number 10 is like there's other films that I would rather see first before I'd rather see this film before I would
Yep, that's exactly what I did.
So like my number 1 on my list I think is going to shock a lot of people because they know how I feel about the original.
Oh.
And they'll be like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? And I'm like, talk to Doug Jones, man.
Oh.
I don't know why I said Doug Jones because I love Doug Jones. Love you, Doug.
Doug Jones is amazing. Anyway, okay.
Amazing.
Without further ado, I'm going to grab a movie here and we're going to talk about it. So, as you know, as well as the viewer knows, and I'm sure you went through this on your own list, incredibly hard not to just fill this up with like werewolf and vampire movies.
Oh gosh,
specifically werewolf movies.
I had so many werewolf movies on there. I'm looking at it like, oh my god, I need to take 5 werewolf movies off of this. So I think I may have 1 on.
I think I maybe have 2. Anyway, but I had to meter myself, and so I spent quite a bit of time doing some soul searching
on
what I thought. But I whittled it down, and I do have a single vampire film on this list.
Whittled it down.
Like
vampire film, really?
Yes, vampire film. And ultimately, at the end of the day, what I found myself wanting was a new face for vampires. You know,
Ooh.
it's like every generation has like a vampire. You know what I mean?
Right.
For good or for worse. Like, you know, for a while it was Bram Stoker's Dracula. You know, it was that version of Dracula. You know what I mean?
Don't forget Kiefer Sutherland.
Oh yeah, well of course.
Lost Boys.
Yeah.
I only say
Lost
that because
Boys.
I have because I have my Lost Boys socks on today.
Yeah.
Look at that.
But yeah, so yeah, it was
Blood
it
red.
was it was Kiefer Sutherland as David in Lost Boys. It was Gary Oldman as Dracula and Bram Stoker's Dracula. It was
Klaus Kinski.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's right. And then there was that really horrible dark period of film where it was vampires that sparkled.
So, it'll get.
There was a horrendous period of film history where the face of vampire sparkled in the sunlight. But
he meant film. Film history.
We've moved past that. But anyway, we need a new one. Damn it.
Okay.
And we don't need it to be another Dracula because we've been there way too many times. And also, we've got Nosferatu coming out later this year. So we need something a little unconventional.
Okay.
And I think Count Yorga could be the next. Okay.
Wait a minute. You said wait. You said we don't need another Dracula.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we're gonna buy Dracula off of Temu. I mean,
whoa. Okay.
No, I do love Count Yorga. I really do.
I don't think Count Yorga got as much love as it technically should have.
I would agree with that.
I would agree with that. There is enough differential you could make with a remake. And the wonderful thing about remakes, and probably something you'll hear us say, you can set them in modern day, or you can set them back when the film was originally made, and you can play with time periods. So
you're thinking about what?
70.
Really?
Literally 70.
Wow. Wasn't there a sequel to this?
There was.
Okay.
There was.
Like The Return of Count Yorga or something?
It was, yes, The Return of Count Yorga.
Yeah, I've never seen that. But I think it's on Temu.
Temu?
I think it's on Tubi. Oh my God. I got Temu on the brain now. Wow.
Did you know that Count Yorga vampire, it had another name, and it was The Loves of Count Yorga Vampire.
Thank God they changed it.
Anyway,
put
you know
that
what?
F word in there.
It was a unique setup. It started out with like a seance and shit, and Count Yorga, yes, he's a Dracula ripoff, but what major vampire isn't to some extent? But yeah, I actually really enjoy the old Count Yorga, and I think it'd be fun to do a remake.
Yeah, it would be. It would be.
I think it'd be cool.
And that makes me want to put Slaughter of the Vampire on my list.
Man. You know what? What I almost went with was an older Hammer, one of the last Hammer vampire movies, and that was Vampire Circus. I actually really like Vampire Circus, and I don't think a lot of people have actually seen it, but it's actually really good.
The vampire lovers.
Yeah.
Sweet. I love that. That you would bring up Hammer because my number 10 is a Hammer horror.
Yes.
Black and white film made in 1958. Night of the Demon.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I love this film. Andrews and Peggy Cummings. I mean, it's about a demon. And the demon is so freaking iconic. If you've never seen the film, you've seen the demon. Yeah. But what I love about this movie, for 1957, I think it was released in America in 1958. There's one scene in the film where the demon is clearly a puppet,
right,
or like a marionette. But there's this dude on the railroad tracks, and I'm not spoiling anything here. And the demon is like, 15 foot high, whatever, attacking this dude on the railroad tracks, and he's just ripping him apart. And I'm like, holy crap, 1957?
It was pretty intense.
Yes, it was.
Pretty intense for back then.
So I can imagine what that scene would be like today.
Fucking intense.
But anyway, that's my number 10, Night of the Demon.
Interesting. Cool choice. I like it. I like it. Honestly, I don't think I would have thought of that. But hearing it, it's a great idea. This is what's great about these lists. Yeah. All right.
Love it.
Number 9 for me. And this is a weird choice, especially if you know me and you know my love for this movie. But I think a remake could help it out in the right hands, or could easily just fucking destroy it. But there's a movie that came out in 1987 called The Hidden, and it was a sci-fi movie.
Hidden.
And
Kyle MacLachlan?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. So we're going to make a remake of The Thing.
Okay. Kind of. Anyway, so...
Look, I'm Peter Cushing. I'm Peter Cushing. He does that with tongue depressors.
You know what?
Candlesticks.
I have something about Peter Cushing later on.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wait, do I?
I don't know. Do you?
Maybe, maybe not. Oh, never mind.
Anyway,
go.
So The Hidden. Yes, you could make arguments that it has things like kind of like The Thing, but it's not.
But it's not.
Especially if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about.
But snot.
This was snot.
But snot.
But snot. And this, strangely enough, this is a complete accident. I didn't think about it. This was on my top 10 sci-fi horror movies because I love this movie so much. And so now this has made it on both of my lists. It doesn't probably deserve to be on all of my lists.
There was a remake of this film. Yeah, it was called Jason Goes to Hell.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong as far as that goes. It's very similar.
It's very.
Jason is jumping from person to person, where in this one, it's a gross alien thing jumping from person to person. I am fairly certain that the alien put on a better rampage than Jason did, though.
I would agree.
Jason Goes to Hell is not exactly a highlight in the franchise. So if you haven't seen The Hidden, you should watch The Hidden. And also, I think it'd be a great remake. You could set it, again, modern day. You could set it back in the 80s. You could have a lot of fun with it. You could pay homage to a lot of sci-fi horror movies.
My number 9. This was actually... now, we didn't specify. This is not a theatrical film. It's a made-for-TV movie back in 1972.
Yeah.
The Night Stalker, starring Darren McGavin as Carl Kolchak.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man.
I think this could be like a great remake if they cast Carl Kolchak, the right actor. Like honestly,
I think it deserves not just a movie remake, but like a new series, a high level series.
Yeah, we just moved on to series horror series that should be remade.
But it would be cool to see it
you know what?
remade into that,
I
nice
I like that
with a decent budget behind it, but they're not afraid to do something horrific with it.
You know what actor could get the cheese in the camp just right?
Do tell.
Bruce Campbell.
Oh, God.
Bruce Campbell.
I love Bruce Campbell so much.
Me too. That's Carl Kolchak.
There you go. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do
Bruce.
it. Bruce.
Get a hold of our people.
We'll have our people call your people. We'll do lunch.
Yes. So that is maybe my only vampire film on my list.
I love it. I love it.
All right.
Love it.
Sweet.
So my number 8. So this is a movie from 1980. And it's a William Friedkin film, which we all know was the filmmaker and director of The Exorcist.
Wait, let me guess. Let me take a guess. Let me take a Sorcerer.
No.
Oh, okay.
I do love Sorcerer, though.
Sorcerer's great.
But it's
not really a horror movie.
No. I mean, it would really suck to be involved in the story of that.
They do the making of... But no, I say that because I just watched that again.
Sorcerer?
Yeah.
Man, I haven't watched it in a while. You know what? I need to. I need to.
More about Sorcerer later.
Yeah. Anyway, but this is a William Friedkin film that I don't think got a lot of love, and I'm not really sure why. because it's got Al Pacino in it. It's called Cruising.
Oh,
yes,
fuck.
yes, it's a great, old school, crime thriller type of thing.
Wait, wasn't that where he played a cop?
Yeah,
hunting down a serial killer that was killing gay.
Yep, he goes.
Gay men.
He goes undercover.
Yeah.
As a homosexual to track down the serial killer who is killing other homosexuals.
You know what? This would work in modern times.
Yes, it would be
really
fantastic.
Well.
Exactly my choice. This would be great for modern times.
Instead of being homosexuals or gays it could be, but it could be trans people.
Yeah, really. It could be anything on the LGBTQ plus spectrum, and it would be a great, a great platform for that. People can really get on board for that. People can really get in support of this film.
Wow.
It would give a lot of, filmmaking opportunities for anybody in that community. I'm a sucker for, anything, crime thriller type stuff, especially when it works its way over into the darker side of like being horror-esque. So there are going to be made that maybe isn't a straight horror film, but I think it rides that, Manhunter,
Yeah. Or, if they take a little of Longlegs and throw it in there too, which I found out last night. Longlegs was based on an actual killer.
Really?
Yes, we'll dive into that at some point in time.
That is even more terrifying.
Yes,
as if that movie didn't terrify me enough in the fucking first place.
Cruising, cruising on a Sunday after.
How many Lost Boys references can you
fit into one? Let's start counting them. Let's start counting them. It's because I wore my Lost Boys socks.
Oh, man. I did not get the memo.
Okay. But you got the shirt
I did get the shirt memo. And do you think anybody else would like a shirt?
I don't know. If you would like a shirt, if you would like us to do some merch like coffee mugs and shit like that, t-shirts, whatever, just
edible panties. By panties, I mean like edible men's boxer briefs.
It's getting worse.
Great market for this.
My God. All right, let's go to my number whatever. I'm lost now.
8?
I don't know. All right. Oh my gosh. We're my producer's telling me we're at 8. My number 8 is a great film. No, it's not. Not a great film.
That's what's great about doing remake lists.
Yes, you can make it great.
Yeah.
Okay. 1971. Just imagine an update of this movie with the technology we have now, with the makeup effects, and this would have to be practical makeup effects. It would have to be. Octoman.
You know what? Fuck yeah. Yes. Why the hell not?
I mean,
Octoman.
I have to have one of Rick Baker's first movies on my list.
That's a valid choice.
Because you have to.
And God knows that film needs some tender love.
Yes, because the idea is great. I mean, imagine.
Yes.
I mean,
by all means,
it's a Lovecraftian type idea.
Yeah. And man, do we need more Lovecraft?
Yes.
Not only do that, what little we have, we need good Lovecraft. Because
and this could be good Lovecraft.
Hell yeah.
It could be great Lovecraft. I mean, if Robert Eggers took on Octoman, which I don't think that would be something that he would want to do, but hey, Bob, I could help you write the script for this.
Eggers.
But that's all I have to say about that movie, because the only reason you would watch this movie is Rick Baker's Octoman. I mean,
that's valid.
All right. So,
it's funny that you brought up Robert Eggers, and he's a great filmmaker, and we talk about him. It's not because he's my absolute favorite filmmaker of all time. He's just really great currently, a really great filmmaker, and we look forward to all of his stuff. But since you did mention him, there is...
It's almost like we planned this.
Almost. But this wasn't... I'm moving this further down the list because you just mentioned Robert Eggers.
Oh, okay.
What pushed me over the edge for this movie to be made is the one caveat for this to be remade is that Robert Eggers were to make it himself.
Okay.
Because
now I'm intrigued.
Because it's a very dark fairy tale-esque kind of thing, and he would be the number one perfect choice to remake this film.
Wait, what year? Wait, Legend?
No. Oh God, I love Legend so much. I love Legend so much that I couldn't put it on the remake list. But God, I would love to do Legend. Even though it's not really horror, but I could talk about that movie for fucking ages.
Oh yeah, the Swamp Witch.
Yeah, Meg Mucklebones, the man who made Meg Mucklebones. Anyway,
Rob Bottin
will come out of retirement and do this with Robert Eggers.
Oh,
God, I would love that.
Rob did come out of retirement shortly to do Game of Thrones.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I think a couple episodes of Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. But this is the perfect vehicle for both of them to work together because there was a wonderful dark fairy tale werewolf tale that came out in 1984.
Oh, I know what it is.
The Company of Wolves.
Yes. Okay.
God, I love this film.
Yeah, it's got Angela Lansbury in it. Yeah.
It's so ethereal and unique. And
it is.
There's nothing in
Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah.
With a twist.
A twist.
Major twist.
And fucked up.
Yeah, it's
on
fucked
so
up.
many levels.
It is definitely fucked up.
The makeup is definitely aged at this point, but there were some really cool practical effects going on in this film. Company of Wolves, it would be a perfect vehicle for Robert Eggers because
I agree.
Works really well in that atmospheric, dark. It would be great for the Company of Wolves, and I think it would just elevate it that much more.
Oh yeah. All right. My number 7 is a film from 1987 that it's a guilty pleasure of mine, I think. And there is a remake either in the works or in talks right now, but until that is official, this is on my list, and that's Clive Barker's classic, Rawhead Rex.
Oh, God. Okay.
I mean, when a demon pisses on a priest to baptize him.
Yeah.
Okay. I want that remade.
I mean, it needs
a remake.
It deserves.
It does. It does.
As much as a ridiculous piece of shit, also guilty pleasure for myself, it needs done justice.
It does. And if they go by, there's a graphic novel. The artwork is fucking amazing in it.
Fantastic.
And if they use what Rawhead Rex looks like in that, this would be scary as fuck.
Yeah, it would.
There you go.
My number 6 on the list. We just talked about this in our other video for In a Violent Nature. 1981, there was a slasher movie that came out, and I think one of the better non-franchise
I know what it is. I know what it is, and it was on my list. I guarantee it.
The Burning.
Yes. Tom
Savini.
Savini.
Man, I love The Burning.
All right, here's what I want to say about this. Okay, George Costanza with hair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jason Alexander with hair. I mean, what more? What more do you want? Anyway, no, The Burning was great because it was just a little bit more than your average stupid 80s slasher. Obviously, because the grandfather, Tom Savini, did the makeup effects for it. And really groundbreaking at this point, because I think this is one of the first times, and he himself talks about this a lot, is we're giving your makeup substance in one shot to set it up for the next shot when you see something do something.
Yeah, he talks about, like, you take a hammer, a real hammer.
And you watch it do something. Yeah. Then when a fake hammer does it to somebody else, it makes it that much more real. And it's a very simple concept.
Yeah.
And it's been used ever since, but this was kind of what pioneered it here. There's a little more backstory to the killer in this. There was a freak accident with some, believe it or not, camp kids. Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah, imagine that. See,
but here's the difference between Friday the 13th and this movie is you care about the kids in this movie.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Yeah. And I put it above Friday the 13th, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, the original
I wouldn't have
Friday
expected that coming out of you. I'm going to be honest.
Maybe not above Friday 2 or Friday 3 or Friday 4 or Friday. I even like Friday 5. I mean, New Beginning is great. And Friday 6, I mean, come on. And 7? It's when Jason takes the boat on his way to Manhattan that kind of throws. Okay, anyway, back to the burning.
I mean,
Cropsy fucking burned.
Cropsy did burn. Cropsy did burn. But Jason, you get to see him punch a boxer's head off. I mean, come on.
Okay. I will.
Shit film, but that is fun. Anyway, yes, Cropsy, he's burned to death. He comes back to kill people. Why not? And he likes to use hedge trimmers.
Yes.
Because that's fun.
Yeah, because he watched Andy Warhol's Frankenstein.
That's right. There you go. Yeah. And what better than to remake that in current times, or you can set it back in the 80s still, but with modern technology and practical effects.
Yeah, I would love to see it in modern times.
Yeah. So I think it would be fun.
Do we even have camps anymore? Do we camp anymore?
Do we? I mean, people like camp, but I don't know if we have active camps
what
anymore.
If it's actually what if the filmmakers were to set it on a campgrounds? Where you got all these RVs and shit.
Yeah, a bit of...
but that would make no sense. Like, who would burn Cropsy, and then why would they be back at that camp?
I don't know. Asshole kids. Let's remake The Burning. Why not?
My number 6 was made in 1978. Two Louisiana swamp dwellers, Jack Elam and Dub Taylor, they cross paths with college students in search of a bayou.
I don't think we have the same movie, but we have a very similar movie on our list right now.
You can see the poster in your head, can't you?
I can. Okay. Yes.
Because it has Jack Elam and Bud Taylor in a boat.
Yep.
And then it has a big silhouette of Bigfoot.
Yeah.
One of the best freaking posters ever made.
It is fantastic.
And it was Creature from Black
Lake.
Same exact premise, everything. Yeah, just remake it.
The whole fucking thing.
Yes. I love that movie.
It's a good movie. I need to rewatch that, actually.
Yeah.
You should.
Everybody
should. We're at number 5 now. Number 5. So here is another well-known director, whether he is well-known for being a good filmmaker or because of his history.
Huh.
But there was a man by the name of Richard Stanley.
Dust Devil.
Okay, right? Then.
He did Dust Devil, right?
He did Dust Devil, and that is my fucking movie on my list.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Really?
Yeah. Now, how great of a movie is that for a remake choice, though?
Well, yeah.
Not a lot of people know about this movie, and it's an absolute travesty that they don't, because it's fantastic.
The reason I said Dust Devil is because there's 2 movies I think of. Well, no, there's 3, actually. I think of when anybody says Richard Stanley, and that's the
Hardware.
Yeah, I think of Hardware, but
Island of Dr. Moreau.
Yeah, Island of Dr. Moreau is one of them for sure, and then The Color Out of Space is another.
Yes, his triumphant return to filmmaking.
Yes, and that doesn't need a remake.
No,
that doesn't need a remake.
No. Color Out of Space was so well done.
Yeah,
God damn it.
And The Island of Dr. Moreau does not need a remake.
No.
I mean, it's been, that was a remake.
That was a remake itself.
So that left me with Dust Devil, but that's like the first movie that came to my head.
It's really unique. It wasn't a serial killer, even though he kind of is, but it has this supernatural kind of, I don't know, it's a very unique film. There's nothing quite like it. If you haven't seen Dust Devil, I really go watch it. It's something that you should experience.
Yeah.
It's one of those movies you don't want to go into expectations with, because it's not going to be what you think it is.
Oh, God, yes.
The imagination, which is what makes it perfect for a remake.
My number 5 is another vampire film.
Oh.
From 1998. Oh. Okay. Based on a Stephen King novel, The Nightfall. I do like this film, but there's just something about it that's like, oh, it could have been so much better.
Didn't quite get there.
Could have been a contender.
It may have something to do with the single giant fang.
Maybe, I don't know, but no, I do. I love the mood. I love the atmosphere. Yes. I love that. I love the mean streak that's in this. That's in the story. It's just inherently evil.
There's a movie that this reminds me of, and it came out not too long before that. It's called The Ugly. I don't know if anybody's seen it. Yeah, 1997. Ugly. But like the strange,
about a guy and there's demons that he sees.
Yeah,
and they
yeah. A lot
Oh,
of
the demons are telling him to kill people.
Yes.
Yes.
So first of all, ugly, great film.
Oh,
but that's what some of the sequences in Nightfly remind me of.
I agree.
Miguel, from RoboCop. Or a lot of other stuff. But anyway, he did really well for a lead. He did. And he never gets a lead role, but I think he handled it really well.
Right, he did.
There's a lot of... That movie is uneasy. It's just...
It is. It is. And I think it can be done really well. Good.
They need to do something with the vampire.
Yes.
I think they're in...
Yes. And here's the thing about vampires. Okay. I'm sick of the pretty romantic vampires. If you remake this and you make it a pretty vampire, I'm gonna come to your house and I'm gonna make a set of Fang. I'm gonna bite you with that Fang. All right, let's move on. Number 4.
This is the one that everybody's gonna hate me for. I just know it. Even you yourself. Everybody's gonna hate me because they're gonna be like, no, this movie shouldn't be remade. It's fucking fantastic. And I think it's fantastic. And it's an absolute amazing film. But my arguments for why it should be remade are valid because there's so much that could be redone with it as far as the after effects of what happened, which they touch on in the film, and just resetting the movie in a current day time frame, I think would be fantastic. The problem is do you get the same great actors that you got in this? So there was a little movie came out in 1972 that made everybody want to squeal like a pig.
Oh my God!
Deliverance.
Deliverance. Jeez. Wow. I never even thought to put this on my list because when you think of Deliverance, you think of a survival film.
Yeah.
You don't really think of a horror film.
Yeah. But I mean,
it could.
For me, Deliverance was always a horror film in my mind, and yes, it is a survival thriller. First of all, it's fucking horrible. It's just horrendous. The things that happen, the things that go on.
It's a great revenge film.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just surviving and killing.
You got to think of things like would there be Wrong Turn without Deliverance?
No, there would not.
You don't have Burt Reynolds. You don't have Jon Voight, which is really hard.
Yeah,
I don't even think we would have had The Hills Have Eyes without.
Oh God, no! Because
that was 77. I'm 72. This was the birth of like redneck fuckery.
yeah. But there's a lot of
strangely enough what really kickstarted me on thinking about this is I recently rewatched Southern Comfort. I don't know if you remember.
Okay, yeah, with Keith Carradine.
Yeah,
not really a horror movie either, but along the same lines,
kind of in the same vein.
It's an Appalachian type. Terror trip.
I was watching that and I almost put it on my list because that movie definitely needs a remake. But Deliverance is a better candidate because it's just a better film. It's a better story overall. But Southern Comfort's what got me thinking about Deliverance. And why Deliverance won.
And I could see Southern Comfort being remade also for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? Fred Ward in Southern Comfort, verbatim. John Barenthal is his character. Perfect. I just think there's a lot that could be done there. You can even leave out the dueling banjos. We don't have to revisit that.
Oh, wait.
Even though that's so iconic.
What would we replace it with?
I don't know if you need to...
Wait, let's set it in the 50s and replace it with dueling pheromones. I mean, come on.
But yeah, so that it is what it is, and I think it's a great candidate.
Yeah, it's a great choice. Great choice. Yeah.
Anyway,
all right,
you're number 4.
Well, since I did a Stephen King movie, I better do a Stephen King movie again.
Fair enough. I mean, a lot of them probably could be remade.
Yeah. So, Silver Bullet. There you go. There you go. And what I want to see, I want to see the calendar.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
Also, you could just do the same movie and just replace it with something that doesn't look like a fair.
There you go.
I mean,
and here's the thing: Gary Busey is still alive. I mean, come on, he could be Uncle Red again, right? I mean, right?
Yeah,
am I right?
Absolutely.
Am I right?
Absolutely.
I'm right.
I mean,
Yes.
I don't. Was he even a character in Cycle of the Werewolf? Maybe he was mentioned.
Actually, there was no dialogue for the character. He just made it up as he went along. That's a true actor right there.
Yeah, because Gary fucking Busey. Gary Firestick.
Yes. And
in the realm of favorites of werewolf films, but I think
right.
I think it could use.
Right. Right now, we would say number 3.
Number 3. Here is. I lied earlier. I think I said I only put one werewolf movie on here.
Oh, really?
I put 2. Okay. And it's because this one. I really fought for this not to be like my number 1 choice because I want it remade so bad because it's so perfect for a remake. But so I think this is like the second oldest movie on my list, maybe. But there's a movie that came out in 1974 called The Beast Must Die.
Peter Cushing.
It's
a whodunit.
It's a whodunit, yeah.
Yeah, it's an Agatha Christie novel.
Yeah, it's Werewolf Clue.
Really, yes, exactly. Ooh,
right?
Ooh, yeah.
So, but how that would be a ton of fun to do.
That would be.
And you again,
it would be like it would be just like Werewolves Within,
but good, because that movie fucking sucks.
Oh my god, that movie's so horrible.
Damn it. The werewolf and the beast must die is better than that.
Yeah, it is. The transformation scene.
Saying a lot.
But yeah, we're gonna start reviewing movies we hate.
Yes, let's do it.
But I mean, I actually don't hate any movie. Just movies that I dislike more than other movies that I dislike.
That's the proper way to put it. Because anybody that goes out there that makes a movie half off to you, we love that you went and done it because that means something. Yeah, but sometimes
we might not agree with your vision.
It's not very good.
Yeah,
it just happens. Okay. Beast Must Die could be a lot of fun to play with. You could spend.
Yeah.
You could do. I mean, your big werewolf reveal isn't. You can hold it off completely till towards the end of the film.
Was it? What was it? Was it Tales from the Crypt?
Yes.
Werewolf Concerto.
Yeah,
with Timothy Dalton.
Yep.
Timothy Dalton. Yes.
Yeah, it was a lot like that. It was a lot like as one of the Howling sequels, Howling: A New Beginning or something was kind of like this. It was set in a castle.
Set in a castle. Yeah. It was 5, I think.
Something like that. I don't know. It was also hot fucking garbage, but nonetheless,
hot garbage. Hot garbage.
If you grade on the scale of werewolf films, it's So yeah, remake The Beast Must Die because it'd be fucking fantastic.
Yeah, why not?
Be fun.
That would be fun. I guess we're down to my number. So I put a Rick Baker movie on my list.
Uh-huh.
So I thought I would put another Rick Baker movie on my list.
Because why not?
Okay, yeah. So anyway, American Werewolf in London. I'm just kidding. The Incredible Melting Man from 1976. Okay. The only reason why you would watch this movie is for the Melting Man.
That's right.
Rick Baker.
Yeah.
Love you. Yeah, that's it. Watch the movie because there's a melting man in it and he melts.
Yeah.
And Rick Baker made him melt.
And
there you go.
You can remake it and make it worth watching more than just the effects.
So that's all I need to say.
Touche. Last 2. I don't know why this movie hasn't been remade at this point. We sort of basically had it, but it was a different movie. And it was by the same man that was originally going to remake it. But the grandfather of water horror, sea horror. One of the greatest creature designs to this day, from 1954.
Oh, I know it.
Yeah, Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yes, and you fucking lie. Count Yorga is not the oldest movie on your list.
Surprise! But I mean, come on. How do you not?
I agree. I agree.
Why have we not? What the fuck is going on?
There was going to be a John Carpenter remake, and then Del Toro was
I mean, at least we got The Shape of Water, but still, how are we not like fucking 10 remakes into The Creature from the Black Lagoon?
I don't. I mean,
I'm glad we haven't been through that many, but how the hell have we not at this point?
Monster Squad.
Yeah, because Monster Squad is... we don't have time to even get me started.
No, we don't. So we're going to stop right now. Okay, no Monster Squad. Okay.
Anyway,
I would love to see a great Creature remake with no CGI.
Yes. No, don't do CGI. Maybe a little in the aspect of like the CGI overlaying. I'm not saying the suit, but in order to create a larger scale water
scale. No pun intended.
But on a larger scale, so you're not stuck to filming in a swimming pool. Maybe.
Well, yeah.
Some overlaying effects.
Right.
Is what's a good example I always use, even though people now it's cool to... Superhero movies are like Nickelback. They're cool to hate now. But the fact is, in a lot of the superhero movies, specifically, like I'll use Marvel as an example, a lot of the suits and stuff, a lot of that stuff is CGI effects, but you have no idea that any of that is CGI.
Right, just like Ryan Reynolds in Green Lantern.
We're not using that. I said Marvel, damn it. But yeah, Creature from the Black Lagoon. Okay, damn it. Just I feel all you have to say is why haven't we? Why haven't we?
Right. Why haven't we? Okay, we're down to my number two.
Number two.
Okay, my number two is a great. It's a great film. Okay, it was directed by John Frankenheimer in 1979. Okay. John Frankenheimer, you don't think horror movie or monster movie when you think of John Frankenheimer, but a lot of you out there are like, oh my God, he's talking about Prophecy right now. He's talking about Prophecy. We got to remake that.
Prophecy!
Because it's not the mutant bear from Annihilation.
Sweet Jesus, was that not the
that
most
was
fucking
nightmare fuel.
Terrifying thing?
Okay, so.
Imagine a whole fucking movie about it.
Yes. Yes, please. Give me that.
Give it to us. Now.
Again.
Do it. Come on.
Yes, Prophecy was a great. I mean, Talia Shire and Robert Foxworth. So it was an environmentalist wet dream.
Yeah, and what a great platform for still today.
Yes. So, but the mutant bear in this, is when you finally see it. I mean, the opening scene of this movie is incredible.
Yes.
But when you finally see the bear, it's like it's kind of laughable.
It is.
But still, I love the movie. It's like one of those films that I went to the King Theater to see when I was a kid. I was freaking 10 years old. When I saw this movie in the theater. The end of the movie, I remember my friends, we were at the swimming pool and I told my friends that I saw Prophecy, because they couldn't go see it, but I could, And they're like, what? So I had to tell them the whole plot of the movie, and then I explained to them at the end of the movie, this dude has an arrow and he jumps in the water screaming and stabbing the bear thing. So we were all in the water at the pool, and one of my friends, I can't remember who it was, probably a cousin of mine or whatever, he's like screaming, he starts acting like he's got it, and he jumps in the water and starts stabbing at us all. I mean,
that's awesome.
It's awesome.
That is awesome.
It's awesome possum stew. All right. Go to number one.
Number one. So I mentioned this earlier when you mentioned your film. And the reason I put this at number one is I was asked a little while back, what film was absolute terrifying? What film scared me the most? Scared the living shit out of me as a child. And I was like, I don't, that's hard to think about because after so many years of, I hate to say it, but you get used to it. But this film, when I was a kid, It just scared the shit out of me.
It scared the shit out of you, and that
literally.
shit turned into bejesus?
Yeah, straight up.
Holy
and now
shit.
There's a bejesus walking around scaring other kids years now. I don't even know if it's that scary to other people. I don't know, but I think it should be. There's this movie called The Legend of Boggy Creek.
Oh, sweet.
It came
Charles
out.
P. Pierce.
Yes. And it's this. It's a quasi like almost like mockumentary type of situation. Legend of Boggy Creek. Just there's something about that that's so inherently terrifying. You don't see the Bigfoot / Sasquatch really ever, but just the sequences of the creature terrorizing the family and attacking the cabin / house. Right. Holy hell! That is just their. As a child, I can't think of a single other film that terrified me like that film.
You know what's really funny is for years, Creature from Black Lake, I would get it confused with this movie.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh yeah, Legend of Boggy Creek. That's my favorite Bigfoot movie. Until probably in 1994 or something, I went into the local video store and they had just gotten, Legend of Boggy Creek. And I'm like, oh shit, I haven't seen this since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I rented it and I'm like, what the fuck is this movie?
This is not what I expected.
I'm like, I remember this movie, but it's not the movie I was thinking of. And then, it wasn't till 2002, I think, that I saw something about Creature from Black Lake, and I'm like, oh, that is the movie.
That's the one.
Yeah. Jack Elam.
Yeah. And funny enough, you were talking about the poster for Creature from Black Lake. I also the poster for Legend of Boggy Creek to me is one of the single greatest posters of all time.
Bigfoot wading in the
he's wading in the water. He's kind of slumped over on the side, and there's a sunset in the background behind the forest. Right. The color tones, everything about it is terrifying and beautiful at the same time. I'm a huge fan of posters and art for films as well as you are. Right. And for that one, that is absolutely one of my almost absolute all-time favorite posters. So I get it. That's my number one, Legend of Boggy Creek. You don't need to do much other than retell the same story, have the same fear, play with the audience. Don't throw the monster right out there in front of you. Use practical effects when you have to. And, make sure your actors really know how to convey being absolutely fucking terrified, because that is what sells it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. Anyone that knows me is going to be like, what the fuck? Why would you fucking, why? Just tell me why you would, this is like your favorite movie of all time. 1931 Frankenstein. Hear me out. This would not, I wouldn't put this in, the category of making, turning Mary Shelley's classic into a film. That's something different on my list. But it would be a remake of the 1931 classic. Yes, maybe black and white, but I'm kind of seeing it in color. But it would be Frankenstein, The Bride of Frankenstein, and The Son of Frankenstein all rolled up into one film.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
And I mean, yes, you can introduce Igor along with Fritz. I mean, tell the backstory of Igor.
Yeah.
And I think if done well and done right, it would be amazing. Now, the makeup on the monster would have to be correct. It would have to be, practical effects through the whole thing. I don't want any CG in this, but yeah, we could do CG. I mean, I would love to see this.
Are you saying do with remaking the film, are you saying do the same makeup scheme?
Yes,
as
exactly.
the Karloff Frankenstein,
Exactly.
or more akin to the Mary Shelley the way it was
I would like to see the Karloff.
It's so iconic. That's a cool idea. I like it.
Sweet, because
I like it.
You know the original Frankenstein. There's that's a short story. It's like 71, 72 minutes long, whatever. That's short, and there's a lot of stuff you can cut out of that or mash up with Son of Frankenstein, or precursor to Son of Frankenstein. Like I said, Igor. Bring Igor into it.
Yeah.
Have somebody do a total on Bela Lugosi Igor, and I would love the fact that when the monster speaks, he continues to speak through the film.
Yeah.
I would love that, but I think in the hands of the right director and actors and makeup crew,
yes,
it could be great.
I think so.
I mean, I think it would be. It might be even be a blockbuster.
It could be. There's always a double-edged sword because
yes.
What do you always want? You want as much money as possible to make the best horror film you can make.
Right,
but the problem with that is those two don't coincide very often.
No, not very
Here,
often.
every once in a while they do. But the good news is, and we spoke about this in our long legs video, there seems to be
which got
pulled down for copyright issues. Yeah. I'm not sure where or how.
It's some bullshit company out of India.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how it stuck. I tried to fight it. They said, good fucking luck, it's pulled down. I'll just repost the damn video because there is no copyright issues because we respect the genre and the artists that work within the genre way too much to ever do anything of that form. But anyway, so that's our top 10. That's our top 10 movies that we think should get remade. Do you have any movies you would like to get remade? We'd love to hear about it. Also, remember, you can catch us on Spotify as well if you don't need the visual aspect of the video, which just seems to be what a lot of people enjoyed in the first place. But if you just want to hear us, we are on Spotify as well, so you can check us out there. We're also news, and we're looking into merch, so if anybody's interested in merch, these are just trial runs here. This is not going to be the end product by any means. We just thought we'd start putting it out there. But if anybody would like, let us know. We would like to hear what you guys think. We have some cool ideas out there.
Yeah.
And also, we do have a small tidbit of exciting news.
Oh, we do?
We do.
What do we do?
Well, there's a convention coming our way.
There's a convention coming our way.
Yes.
Interesting.
Nightmare Weekend. Huge horror convention is coming our way. And it just so happens that yours truly are going to be there for coverage. That's right. That's right. Yeah.
We are?
We are certified press. That's right.
We're certified something. I don't
We're
know.
certified full of shit. But nonetheless, we're going to go enjoy our horror convention just like everybody else should in the area. And we plan to bring you some coverage from that as well. So that's exciting. We're excited. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Thanks for sticking with us through the video. Let us know what other top 10s you want to see. This is only our second one. We'd love to do more. So let us know. And as always, what do you do with that like button?
John Holmes, that like button.
Smash the shit out of it like it's a two-bit whore. Anyway, share, subscribe. Let us know what you guys think. We'll see you next time. Love you all. Thank you.